Hey everybody, it's Nerdicane here again in the kitchen. I am cooking Swamp Thing noodle soup today. It's not vegetarian, but it is Whole30 approved. It's the first time I've ever done this, so this is going to be pretty neat. So what you need, turnip, parsnip. These are parsnips, little albino carrots. Carrots, zucchini, red onion, cut like this. This is the root. This was the root here. So cut like that and sliced real thin. See that? Also, my favorite part, you tell me I get to cook with bacon, I am in. So you want to cook up some bacon, nice and crisp like that. And then set it over here on a paper towel to dry out, to drain out. Now this bacon grease at the bottom, this fat, there's a mantra that we had in culinary school. Fat is flavor, flavor is fat. Fat is flavor, flavor is fat. So, some people would throw this out, all this good fat, all this good flavor. I'm not. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let it cool, and then I'm going to build the stock in this. Oh, you also need, I have it somewhere. There's this stuff right here. I'm not going to use this. I have a pork version of this. Better than bouillon for making stock. I love that stuff. So that's what I'm going to make my stock with. I'm going to use a pork stock, not that chicken stock. And I've got some little pork cutlets like that I'm going to partially cook up and then slice up and then put it in. These have already cooked for Nerdicane Jr. He's going to have a little dinner when he gets home here in a little while. So, this is a spirilizer right here. I got this at Target for like 10 bucks. Now, it takes a little elbow grease, it takes a little muscle, especially with a parsnip, because this is a hard root vegetable and that carrot's probably going to be just as tough. But for a cheap way to get spiralized noodles from vegetables, you can't beat this. This is like 10 bucks, and it did this. So these are the parsnips, these are the noodles that we're going to use. And I'm going to run this, that, and those carrots all through that. This is going to be a pain in the butt, I can tell. But I'll show you what the results are of that here. Okay, so here we are. We're at the next step. All of my root vegetables, all my vegetables have been sliced and they're ready to go. This was left over from the other night when I did make my meatloaf. This is the Brussels sprouts. Basically, I'm going to get the stems off of these, peel them a bit, and then slice them real thin, and they're going to go in there as well. This is leftover. So, what else you're going to need for this is, it says usually about 4 or 5 ounces of olive oil, kosher salt, pepper grinder. I like my pepper from a grinder. There's little. Yeah, he's a punk. He's definitely needy. Bay leaf, oregano, basil, and thyme. Once again, I'm not going to, and 3 cloves of garlic chopped, minced, just chopped really, really, really small. I don't want to get too technical with you guys. So, basically, and I'm going to show you this through the process. Basically, what you're going to do, you're going to take the oil and you're going to heat it back up on maybe medium, maybe like on here. Here it would be like probably 2, okay? So, real low heat, then you're going to add the onion, and it's going to start to get sort of a little brown on the edges. Then you add the garlic, okay? And then once that starts to, once the garlic starts to turn a little bit brown, then you add your broth, you add your spices, and that's it. You let that simmer for about 15 minutes. Once again, on low. So, I'll show you that here in a minute. So here we go. We're prepping the broth. There's the bacon grease is down there with a little bit of olive oil, and I put the onions in there. The garlic is going to go in next, and then once everything's doing what it's supposed to do and starting to turn the color that it's supposed to turn, oh, I wish you could smell this. Oh, this smells so good right now. Crazy. Unfair how good that smells, and it's not even the food ready yet. Okay, I digress. Once I get all that done, I'm gonna put this is ham stock made with, here it is, Better Than Bouillon. You can get this at just about any grocery store, and it's a paste. And it's got the measurements right there on top. I love this stuff. So if you're with Better Than Bouillon and you want to sponsor me, oh yeah, I love your stuff. I'll sing your praises all day. Oh my God, this is starting to smell so good. So I'm gonna bump that down to low, and I'm gonna throw the garlic into it, and then I'm gonna cover it and let the garlic brown just a tiny, tiny bit. And a little later I'll go into what garlic is and what it does and what to watch for, okay? There we go, we got that going. So it's starting to brown, starting to go a little bit, getting closer to browning. So basically what I do is I'll take my tongs or whatever I'm stirring, and I'll just kind of like stir it on the bottom and make sure I'm trying to break up these little bits down there, those little bacon bits down there, and it tastes so good. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this, and I'm gonna explain a little bit about garlic right now. So garlic, this is the garlic clove. This is the garlic, and then the cloves are the individual thing. Cool thing about garlic is you can get a range of flavors out of garlic. You can get your straight garlic taste, and then the further you go cooking it, caramelizing it, browning it, caramelizing is browning it. So it's like nothing is ever burned, it's just over caramelized. So you can get a lot of different flavors. You can go from the sweet garlic taste all the way to a very, almost like a nut, like a very nutty taste with garlic, depending on how close or how much you want to caramelize it, how close to over caramelized you're willing to go. So, oh, this smells so good. If you make this recipe, you'll understand how good this smells right at this bit. So this cuisson cooking liquid is basically the bacon grease. I took the bacon out and I ate all the bacon because I'm going to use the ham, or not the ham, I'm going to use the pork chops cut like maybe like a finger length slice, and I'm going to add that to this soup. So we're getting close, as you can see, we're getting close. So garlic, you can get a big range of flavors with garlic depending on how willing you are to caramelize it. That's what I love about garlic. Mrs. Nerdicane loves garlic. I love garlic. Nerdicane Jr. will love garlic someday. So this is almost ready. Basically just going to take the ham base. There's nothing fancy to this. You're just going to put one container, one liquid, into the other. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. That's it. I'm going to let that simmer. So the cool thing about this recipe is I've got this. This is my basic cooking liquid. I'm going to add the spices to that, the bay leaf, the oregano, the basil, and the thyme, salt and pepper. And at this point, I can just stop and go do what I got to do because this part is ready. This is the time-consuming part. I can just let it simmer and let all the flavors kind of mix and mingle with each other. All this stuff, my noodles are all ready. So yeah, I'm done for a while. I can let that sit and I can go back to it when we're about ready to eat, and we'll finish that up. So it's pretty simple. This is, I think we're calling this Swamp Thing noodle soup. Oh my God, it smells so good right now. But I'll show you how the progression goes from here. But this is a break point where you can just kind of chill and kick back, drink some wine, impress your guest with conversation, and have some hors d'oeuvres. So this is the pork. This is how I've cut it and what you wind up with. This is about the size you should get. You're pretty much done with this. After this, you want to put your hard vegetables in first and give them about 10 minutes longer than your softer vegetables, like your zucchini. That's pretty much what it's going to look like. All that stuff's going to go in there. It's nice to have some sriracha. The original Angry Bird goes in there, and it's pretty dang good. Now I'm recording this part after we've eaten. This is a voiceover afterwards. That's how everything goes in. I've lived in that house for about 4 years now. This is probably one of the top 5 best things that I've cooked in that kitchen. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. I'm Nerdicane. You can hit me up here. You can hit me up on Twitter. I'm going to show you what all this looks like when it's plated up in just a moment. But this is, God, this is so easy and it's so impressive. And yeah, it worked out really well. So, but thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Hit a like, hit a subscribe, hit a share. I could use some more followers. I got to catch up on my followers. But plate it up. That's what it looks like. You can eat it with a spoon, or you can break out the chopsticks like I did. You could make this vegetarian. Just get rid of the bacon grease and don't put any meat in it, and you can make it vegetarian. So there's the Angry Bird. I put a little bit of that in it. It was really good. But thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Hit a like, hit a subscribe, hit a share, and have a good day.